Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so glad to see so many people here in the chat. And as everyone should know by now, if you're a regular on my Sunday night chats, you know that we have the lovely Keeley Talks.
Hey.
And over there on the end, we got your boy Gary. So, welcome to them. And let's quickly try to say hello to everyone in the chat. We've got Nikki, Haley, LC, JFD, Sarah Cat, Gallet. Am I pronouncing that right? Sandy. Let's see who else we've got. John Thompson, welcome. And I saw your comment. I'll just put it up here. That was so kind. And yes, her video is really great.
Thank you.
Let's see who else have we got. I said hi, Nikki, Sandy, and Haley. Let's see who else we've got. If I missed anybody, TJ, hello. JFD, TJ, I think I'm Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany Daniels. Tiffany and Sandy and Justice for Depp. If anybody's here that doesn't know, they all have channels. Go check them out. Sunshine, hello. Jane Rodell, hello. Mandy G, enjoyed you on the stream earlier. Or no, was the other Mandy? Too many Mandys. Y'all are like me. There's too many Tammys, too many Mandys. But I know I talked to you in the stream. Isa, hello. Just call me Hen. Hello. Let's see. Have we got everybody? Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing. If anybody new.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No,
I enjoyed that video that she uploaded. I think it was yesterday. I think it was.
Oh, Rob.
People just don't think that they're she doesn't think that people are using the words the way they think that it means or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a cool video. It was good.
Yes.
Yeah, you tell them, Tiffany.
And Jorge, hello.
Hey,
Jenna,
Jorge.
hey, hello. Let's see. Di, hello. I think I've gotten everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Y'all know I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to this tech stuff. I can barely turn on my phone, much less do anything else. And those two can attest to it. I couldn't even hang up in a group call with them.
Oh no, that's so funny.
So,
phone off instead.
Yeah, I've just been turning my phone off. So, how's everybody doing this evening? I'm talking to you two.
Oh, you're talking to us here?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to everyone in the chat.
Well, and everyone in the chat. Oh, we got Jade. Hello, Jade. But yeah, what are you two up to this evening?
I'm all right. I'm just chilled out. My routine is everywhere. And in the UK, as all my UK mums and dads know, the kids go back tomorrow since before Christmas, so we're all excited about that. I know
let me
will be excited.
Oh, yes. I know I was always excited when school started back. Humility, I am so sorry. I missed you. Hello, my love. And Alma, hello.
Oh, hey, Alma.
I think I've got everybody. Yeah, I know. Elizabeth, me, hello. I don't know if I said hello to you, but yeah, I know whenever school would start back when my youngin was at home, and I love her more than anything in this world, but I was always happy when school started back too.
I know, but they've been in lockdown. They've been like off for months and months and months. Since
my goodness.
Since like the 20th of December or something, they've been off since.
Oh, Tina, I'm so sorry. Hello.
Hey,
yeah, y'all let me know if I missed anybody. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to. But yeah.
Quick little shout out to Alma's sister B. I'm drinking her favorite La Croix.
La Croix. Alan Newman, I know I haven't said hello to you. You may have just got here. Hello.
Hey.
But yeah. Oh. Issa said, I'm waiting for Maya to pop out. LOL, so used to Rob's live. I know. I wish I had a Maya here. My granddaughter's only a year old and my daughter's 23, so neither one of them yet can pop out and say hello. Maybe one of these days I'll get my granddaughter up here doing that. That would be cool. Yes, Hen. Yeah, that's true. I imagine there is lots of people that are ready, that are looking forward to their kids not running. And Sarah, let's see, I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm so sorry. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, I imagine everyone is kind of like,
Yeah, we can't wait. We love you, but go to school.
yes, yes, time for you to go to school. And which, I mean, as bad as our school systems are, that our kids need to be in school every opportunity they get because they don't learn a whole lot when they're there. So, what have y'all thought about all the news this week? All the back and forth about is AH fired? Is she not fired? Is she in the Snyder Cut? Is she been cut out? All of these lovely little rumors. What do y'all think about them?
Go on,
ahead,
Darren.
Keeley.
Go on, Darren.
I give less than a damn. That's all I can say. I don't give 7 shades of shit. If she's gonna be on it, whatever. I'm still gonna watch it. I don't care. I'm not a cancel culture guy, and I'm not like one that's gonna just boycott a whole movie just because some bitch is on there that I don't like. Because I mean, I can always fast forward through her parts. There's no problem.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's
I just
true.
want to see how I mean, because I'm a fan anyway, and I just wanted to see what this cut was supposed to be like. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd like that, man.
Well, I seen an article regarding the fighting. I forgot what he's called now. His name.
We have
always goes out
someone
my head.
coming on. Everyone might know him. Y'all seen this guy
Oh, hey,
before?
Dad.
Hey everyone. Funny story. I was actually driving my kid back and I'm like, I had this link and I was like, oh, well, you know, hands free. I guess I can be safe. If you just hear, oh my God, don't worry about it.
Thing again? Did you just fall off your plastic seat again? What was that?
Only if I'm driving the plastic thingy.
Oh.
It did sound like you wrecked as you were saying that.
No, where my daughter lives is like God's country, so they apparently do the roads like once every 20 years. So
does she live close to me?
yeah, I mean it's called Johnson's Creek, so you know.
Creek. Yeah.
I'm probably not saying that right, so good luck trying to find my family, all you crazy people.
I can just tell anyone who might decide they want to find my family, you will quickly decide you or wish you wouldn't if you do, because they will.
Oh yeah, we're a caring state over here, so good luck with that. My daughter knows how to shoot a crossbow, which is more scary to me, because I was like, honey, you don't want to. She goes, no, because when you shoot a bow, you do more damage, and I'm like, oh, that's my daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't want to shoot the weapon that's gonna be quick. She was like, yeah, I want the crossbow, so like I could see the life go out of his eyes, and I was like, oh, well.
Yep. Yeah, that's. I mean, you know, I was maybe 8 when I was taught how to use a gun, and I won't tell the whole story, but I did pull a gun on someone one time who had flashed me when I was about 17, 18 years old. And I pointed it at him and said, would you like for me to blow it off? And he got in his car and left. Well, my dad, I'm so proud of myself, you know, I'm like, yeah, I pulled my gun on him. I pointed it at him, blah, 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 blah. And my dad was like, did you shoot him? I was like, no. He said, give me the gun. I was like, why? He said, I told you, don't you ever pull that gun unless you're going to shoot somebody. Now give me the gun. And he took my gun away from me and he made me carry a hunting knife for like 6 months. But we shoot here in the South.
Yeah, I remember even in military training, they used to say, if you draw your weapon, you're putting your target down. And I used to say that too, like, being in the service, it's not like with cops or something like that. Because with a police officer, they got procedures, right? It's like you draw your weapon, you give the suspect a warning. My training officer said, if you unholster any weapon, gun, knife, bow and arrow, is like you are taking the target down. You don't hesitate. You don't think about it. And that's why when these people talk about like doing a militaristic type society where they're like, oh, bring in the military and they're so excited. No, you don't want that because let me tell you something. Military taking over is different. We don't follow civilian laws or rules. So if a state of martial law was declared, you wouldn't want that. Because I remember when this stuff was going on and I heard idiots going, oh, they should just declare martial law. And I go, hey, I worked for the military. You guys don't want that. You say you want it now, but they're not going to get you in your homes and be like, come on, guys. No, they're going to drag you into your home. If you try to riot during that, they ain't going to just pull out their gun and threaten you. They will shoot you and put you down, and they will have legal precedent to do it. So it's always boggled my mind when I have those idiots that I argue with going, oh yeah, we should declare martial law when stuff is going down. Martial law should always be the very last, absolute last option.
Yeah.
Any situation.
For sure, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, like you were saying, Zod, my dad, Vietnam vet. So, of course, when he taught me how to use a gun, it was you don't pull it unless you shoot it. So, and I think kind of just looking at the chat, I mean, it looks like that a lot of people were, taught to use their weapons. And, like Tiffany says here, let's see, make sure I can protect myself under any circumstances. And for a lot of us, that's why we're taught in the first place. I know that over in other countries, y'all aren't taught that, but for us, that's something that's very important to our heritage. And, so, I mean.
Well, obviously, in the UK, we don't have guns. So instead of a weapon, my uncle, who's a master in martial arts, taught me how to defend myself, how to break their arms and all that.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Now, Keeley, I told you about that. I had an uncle that was.
My weapon
I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry for everyone if y'all see me wiggling a lot and moving around a lot in pain. I think I possibly cracked a couple of ribs, so I'm hurting pretty bad.
No laughing for you.
I can't help it. Don't do that.
We're gonna keep
That's
this
all right,
serious.
Tammy. If you want to see me hurting bad, you just watch me tonight. By about, I'm gathering 1 or 2 o'clock, I'm going to be hurting a lot.
I plan on being there. See, that's what time I get up. So I plan on being there.
Keep this very serious, Tammy. No laughing for you today, okay? Now, this is serious. This is my weapon of choice.
Mellow.
All right?
Calm down.
You itch that scratch, and you can gouge their eyes out at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you, Gary.
Oh, don't spray me. Please don't spray me.
I'm about to get you. Now, Issa, how did you know I used to whip my hair around? It was more of a head banging whip, but I did do it.
Well, you got to take it easy now.
Cherry K's in the house. Hello, Cherry. Linda.
Oh my God, you asshole! Get in one side of the lane or the other.
Oh, I thought you were calling Cherry an asshole.
I did too.
Sorry about that. A villain should not drive a car. Normally I drive, but for Earthlings, I like to use the car. And this guy decided because he's in a truck, he's a badass. So you don't need one side of the road. F it. Just go 2 sides. 2 sides of the road. That's what we just need to do now.
Can we share
Evelyn,
the road?
hello. I don't think I said hello to you, so hello, Evelyn.
Hey.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to your stream tonight, Zod. Is everyone going to be drunk, or is it just going to be you so that there can be at least some semblance of normality in it?
Oh, gee, okay, if you guys don't know the history, I talk about how when I first started, I had a group of people. Now, we all went to do other things. Perp Minded is like at 3,000 on his channel. Stevie's at like 7.
Nice.
Cyber comes on Saturdays. Pop Culture comes on Saturdays. Mad Squirrel's been busy with the little squirrels. And Justin Proper reached 5K, and he's part of a group we don't really associate with that often. So he's gone off and done his own thing. But we're bringing the band back together. And you guys, I can guarantee you, have not experienced anything like this now. I wish I could say it's alcohol, but really we're just crazy. So, and it's a bunch of crazy personalities together. So sober, it's very interesting. And then add the fact that I'll be drunk, it's going to be even more interesting.
Oh yeah. I think, and for anybody here that wasn't planning on going, definitely go to his stream later on tonight if you're up. It will be a great time.
Oh yeah, we haven't done a true midnight stream in a couple of years because of my work schedule. You know, if you guys don't know, we were doing midnight streams 7 days a week for like 4 months to 5 months straight. So we used to do a late night talk stream Monday through Friday. No, Monday through Saturday because I took Sunday off. But we do it all through the week, like clockwork, and towards the end it got really tough because it's just hard to maintain that schedule. But we had a great time.
Oh yeah, and I mean, it just feels like when you're that late, you can kind of be more free, you know, even though it might not be that late for everybody, but. Oh, Nikki wants to know, will PB be with you tonight and Bitchy? I'm sure PB will, right?
Oh, yeah, PB will. And speaking of which, Bitchy returns tonight because at 10, because I like to cut things close, we're doing a separate stream because we watched Tom and Jerry. And boy, we have a lot to say. So there's going to be drinking even before I get on my 1K stream. Like, I'm going to be drinking from 10 until whenever I pass out.
There you go.
Which talking about that movie, I might have to. Like, I'm going to be taking a nap as soon as I get back because, like, I plan on doing. The longest stream we ever had was talking about Game of Thrones for 7 hours.
Good Lord.
PB was angry. Oh yeah, PB was so PB was so angry. He took like 8 pages of notes from beginning to end of how many things were wrong with the episode. That episode we were revealing that night, and we were like, okay, and we went by point, and it took us 7 hours. And Stevie was on that one. Like, if you guys go back through, look at Game of Thrones, Stevie was on that review all 7 hours.
Wow. Poor Stevie.
Yeah.
Poor Stevie. Oh gosh. Well,
Stevie was a trooper.
He's got to be. I had asked Keeley and Gary, and I hadn't got to Keeley yet, but I'll ask you right fast since you're kind of on limited time because I know you said as soon as you get back. I don't know how long it'll take you, but just in case. What do you think about all the back and forth of she's fired, she's not fired, her scenes have been cut, they've not been cut, she's this, she's that, she's everything but a decent human being with the AH and all of the Justice, or what is it, Zack Snyder's whatever cut, something, y'all, I'm not in that world, I don't know it, sorry. I'm trying to learn, just give me time. But that, and with Aquaman 2 and all that, what are your thoughts about all this?
First off, F the Snyder Cut. I'm sorry if I've hurt feelings of anyone looking forward to that. I am not. Despite what the narrative is of that situation, I believe 95% of Zack Snyder's ideas were in that movie. I think he's full of shit, and any statement he puts out is a bunch of lies because it's been proven. If you watch Pop Culture's TV's videos, he points out where Zack Snyder has literally contradicted a statement from a previous statement he made. So I don't believe you can trust anything that comes out of Zack Snyder's mouth about anything. I think he kicks and floats ideas, and if people like it, that's what's on screen. And God bless him, because he gets a lot of money for it. I'm not going to knock him for being the world's greatest hustler. Second point to that is, I do believe that Mirror is going to be in that. There's been I've seen some trailers because I guess I'm getting to the point where people are knowing me, and I was sent some clips from someone I know that do confirm her, and I wish this person didn't send it to me. So thank you for the spoiler, anonymous person. But I saw some clips, and that is it. She's in that movie. So if you guys think she's not, she's in that cut. She's gonna be very. Just don't watch. I think it's like part 4 or whatever. Don't watch that. She's in a really what appears to me. I got to see the rest of the movie, but it appears to me a very forced scene. But she's definitely in the Snyder Cut. Now,
I think we might have lost.
Oh no!
It's not like Zod to go quiet all of a sudden.
I know. Right when he's getting to his point, he's like,
Yeah. Well, Keeley, since we've lost him, he'll probably come back, and we didn't get to you a while ago. Oh, there he is. Maybe
not have anything to do with, despite what all the reports are saying. He has nothing at all to do with Aquaman, Wonder Woman, all that. He has nothing to do with us. Nothing whatsoever. This universe is completely separated. It's been quoted. It's that universe because that's the universe. So he cannot save her job. I 110% believe what's going to happen is that this movie, Aquaman. What's that?
That's right.
he glitched.
Oh,
he glitched it out on us.
I don't believe 110%. I do not believe that WB has her on Aquaman 2. And I think they're waiting for the VA trial where she loses so that they can come out and say, oh, well, we always knew she wasn't a good person, blah, blah, blah. The fans get what they want. Are you guys happy she's not in the new Aquaman? I think that's what's going to happen. I could be wrong, but I really think that she is not going to be a part of that project, or they're waiting to see. And it's Australia. How is she going to go back there without being arrested? Is my next question.
Exactly. Now, but from what I've heard, they're filming Aquaman in England. Is that right? Does anybody know? Seems like I've seen that or read that or something.
I've heard something about it, but I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, Zod, Mandy G says exclusive. Zod has taken over the role of Mira. Sounds like he's shooting underwater as we speak.
I don't think that he's going to be on the WWE version. But who knows? Right? That's what you sounded like, brother. But we kind of heard most of what you said. Did you hear me?
Zod?
Yeah, I apologize. I was in a bad area. I don't know if everyone caught everything I said.
No. Gary, would you like to do your imitation of what he sounded like for a lot of that?
This is pretty much what you sounded like. Kind of, you know what I mean?
And Tiffany Daniels has suggested that we need deep fakes of you as Mira now. So somebody get on that. I want to see that before the stream is over.
That would be awesome. That would be amazing.
Oh, I don't know if Just Call Me Hen is here, but she did an amazing video on me versus AH, and I appreciate that. Oh yeah, it was a great video.
Yeah, it was. It really was. I saw that early this morning when I got up.
I was like, this is a damn fine video, and I feel like it needs to win an award of some kind, honestly.
Well, I mean, Zod, you're the villain. You could give it a villain award.
I should just hijack the Emmys. It wouldn't be that hard. It's not like they're putting out good shit.
Indeed.
And for anybody that don't know what Zod's talking about, I noticed Nikki said she'd love to see the video, see that. Just Call Me Hen has a YouTube channel, and if anybody can drop the link, or Hen, you want to drop your link, drop it in the chat so that anybody that hadn't checked her out can go check her out. And but let's let Keeley, who's been so quiet, let's hear from her what she thinks
Poor
about all
Keeley.
this.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Leave my accent alone.
We're about to get Zen like
I totally forgot what I was going to say now. My head's gone blank. Obviously, I did that article by You Got This Covered, You Talk a Load of Shit Anyway. I did a video on that the other day. So I did a video on it, and basically the director, I can't remember what it's called because I don't follow DC. You might know Zod, who the director is for the Snyder Cut. Apparently he's been fighting to keep her in it. Like, what? Why is he having to fight to keep her in it? I am the patient one. I just let everyone else go before me. But apparently
Hey,
he's
Keeley.
keeping... Go on.
I'm sorry. Oh, I just wanted to let Hen know I don't have anything with me to be able to make you a mod right now. I'll make sure to go back and do it after this is over with. But Cherry or somebody that's good with links, could y'all drop her link? It's Putting the World to Rights with Hen. And I just wanted to tell her I was sorry right quick. So I'm sorry, Keeley. Now you go ahead.
That's all right. I was saying,
Keeley, the director you're thinking of is, and I can't believe you missed this because it's our Lord and Savior, the Jesus Christ of cinema, Zack Snyder. The greatest ever is the one battling to keep her in. Fucking douchebag. I'm sorry.
Come on now, you know I'm not DC. I'm Marvel.
I know you're Marvel, bless your soul. And right now you seem to be on the winning team.
I am. Marvel are literally Marvel are literally bringing it all right now. They're bringing the films and the series. And there's no drama, thankfully.
Hey, Keeley, we've got Jeremy V who just said he just stumbled across the channel. What's it about? You want to tell him right quick for me?
Well, you'll find lots of serious videos by our lovely Tammy Talks and her journalism. But when you come on the stream, it's a bit cray-cray, so you just have to go with the flow. That's it, basically.
Yeah. Oh, and Wendy's
Lots of
here.
bitch be gone.
Yeah, lots of bitch be gone.
Dabs.
Yes, dingle dabs, musky monkeys. There's musky monkeys flying around here everywhere.
Has your dingle lost its jingle?
Oh.
Then you need all new dingle dabs.
You know what? I made a mistake, Tammy. I sprayed the little bitch be gone on my dingle dabs.
Oh no.
It's not working
did that
out
bitch get
gone? You get some weird side effects from doing that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
All of a sudden I'm just repelling all women.
It does work for quite a while. It's that extra strength stuff. So, we'll just have to send you an industrial size. I mean, this is our regular size dingle dabs, but we will send you the industrial size dingle dabs. It's too big for me to hold up on this.
There's a lot of
I can't hold up the dingle. It's so big.
That's some heavy dingles.
It is. Jeremy says, anyone else using Gorilla Glue hairspray now? Works pretty good. Yes, it's for a permanent hairstyle.
I know. Yeah. You'll be never changing your hair again.
And Nikki said, bring the ding
Gorilla
back.
Glue on Zack Snyder's mouth. Can we use that? I swear to God, and here's the thing. When I talk about Zack Snyder, everyone goes, oh, you hate him. No, he made one of the best comic book adaptations, and I've had this argument with PB, but you know what, PB? I like source material, so F you. The Watchmen. I love The Watchmen. I love 300.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Man of Steel. Those were all fine. But then, over time, people like hold him up to this like godlike status, like he's the Jesus of the DCEU. And here's the funny thing about it, was that the same people who are coming out and talking about how great this cut is going to be were the same people who were bitching about Batman versus Superman and troubles with Man of Steel. The same people are now all like, oh, Zack's going to do so much better. It's Josh Whedon's fault. You know what? Josh Whedon might have done a lot of terrible things we don't know about, but that movie was not his fault. They literally told the director from Marvel, whose style is completely different from Zack Snyder, to go and use a Zack Snyder script, which, by the way, he had to rewrite half the script because of inconsistencies. And then they were all like, oh my God, why is it so lighthearted in some parts and so much? Well, because you changed directors mid-movie. What the hell did you think was going to happen, Warner Bros? Just like every other dumb decision you make. Why, God, oh why is my franchises tied to these idiots? Why? Keeley, I'm jealous because you got the smart people and I got left with the idiots.
Well, what can I say? I've never followed the DC fandom, like I said, so I can't say much on the subject, and that's why I'm terrible at remembering the directors and everything. But apparently, Snyder has been fighting to keep third in the Snyder Cut, but I don't know how true that is. It's coming from We Got This Covered, so it's probably a load of shit. There's a load of rumours going about at the minute. Tammy needs to make a stronger version of Bitch Be Gone, so Bitch will be gone.
Well, we tried testing it on Turdy, and the thing is there is not a strong enough product in this universe to make that bitch get gone and stay gone. Zod, we might need you to go back into outer space and get us something stronger, because she's just so full of skank and so full of nastiness that, I mean, even our industrial strength Bitch Be Gone just makes her just kind of go, for a little bit. She never goes away.
I mean, here's the thing that's amazing about this whole situation, okay? Let's take Warner Bros. And whether or not she's fired from them, okay? If she gets fired, sure, that's going to suck. But the thing is, though, Hollywood in general is too scared to pull the trigger. So even though it seems like Aquaman is their only choices, she is in other movies I've seen release dates for, so she's still getting work. And this is the thing that fucking mystifies me. What studio wants to touch this radioactive bitch?
She's a gem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a PR nightmare. I've got to read this right quick. Jeremy V said, well, I tried that Gorilla Glue writing a movie called Iron Hair Now. Wish me luck. Jeremy, I love your sense of humor.
That was a good one.
That was very good. I'm sorry, I just had to read that.
Now, can you remember we were talking about this a little earlier, about my theory on the whole thing. Maybe he just doesn't want to have to go through reshoot after reshoot. And then if they try to put somebody else to take her spot, either they're going to have to cut her scene. He doesn't want to cut the scene. And he doesn't want to have to go through the whole thing about finding somebody else to replace the part. I mean, it's just going to cost a lot more money than it should, you know. And who knows what, you know, if it's going to make any more money after that, because people are hating on him anyway. So he wants the shots to be in the film, so that's why he's like, no, we need to keep this. We need to keep this, and it's got to be her because she's already shot it, and I'm not going to have her have somebody else come back doing a bunch of reshoots and spending a whole lot of money for that. You know, because they would have to CGI a whole lot of things, and it would just look stupid. So,
and here's the thing with that, Gary. They're already done. There's a release date, and I mean, I hate to be that guy, people. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do the devil's advocate thing a little bit. Unfortunately, you guys ain't going to get her out of that cut. It's unrealistic because here's the thing with that movie. The post-productions and shots were done much earlier. Right now, we're in the promotional phase. It's all done and cut, supposedly. Because F you, Zack Snyder. F you. You added 5 scenes. What'd you do with 100 million, Zach? It doesn't cost. Never mind. Anyways, that's my beef. But anyways, the point being is that I give him one thing, and I do understand this. The stupidest thing, and I've always agreed with this as far as Warner Brothers goes, the stupidest thing is that literally the last minute, they want to go and pull this and pull that. And it's like, Warner Bros., you knew this was going to be a problem months ago with the Depp thing. But yet, you gave Zack Snyder money, he did his cuts, and now that the final product is getting ready to literally be released in a month, you're going to tell the man, oh, we should get rid of her. I'd say no, too. That's stupid. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. They knew about this. It's not like we haven't been shouting at these assholes for going on a couple years now. They knew about this. So now you're going to make Zach feel like an idiot, having to go back through and yet again cut some more stuff. No, I tell the studio go blank themselves too.
Yeah, exactly. And now Nikki brought up a good point a while ago. She said, I feel sorry for the other actors in movies with her. And that's true. What are they supposed to do? You know, they better be good actors at this point because they're probably having to lie through their damn teeth if anybody asks them anything. Because, I mean, what are you supposed to do? You know?
Can you imagine that?
You can't choose
you
studio
want me for this part in this movie? Sweet. Who else is in it?
Could you imagine? All right. Imagine The Stand came out, right? And all of those actors. You had James Marsden. Yeah. I mean, Whoopi. I'm not a fan of her politics, but I won't take away from her. That's a good pick for Mother Abigail. I heard the voiceover. That was a very good pick. You know, you had the dude from True Blood in there. You know, you have all of these people, and he was a pretty decent Randall Flagg. But, I mean, you had all of these people. They're super excited, right? And then you get Amber Heard in there. And maybe some of these actors don't know what's going on, right? But then they do track websites and stuff like this. And you notice you're putting out this promotional material, and it's all being downvoted and negative comments. Yeah, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, why would you greenlight this project and put me in this with this woman who's been systematically torpedoing anything that she's been in? And I'll tell you right now, they're not going to do that with Aquaman 2, because I read an article, and from what I hear from someone who is in the production team of James Wan, is that James Wan hasn't liked her since Aquaman 1. Most people don't know that. I don't know what it is, probably because she's a bitch and she's did a lot of bitchy things, but James Wan can't stand Amber Heard at all. He didn't want her in the movie. The studio forced him, and because he has a working relationship with Warner Bros. Because of The Conjuring, they forced him to put Amber Heard in the movie.
Yeah.
He did not like her from day one. He's there's even, if you guys look it up and stuff like that, there's even some quotes by him where he was not, he wanted, I can't remember who he wanted, but he wanted a different actress for Mira. That wasn't his first choice. So I don't blame James Wan, and I actually feel sorry for him because he's a damn good director, and he's being saddled by the studio with this horrendous woman who brings all of this negative press to a movie he made successful. He made that movie $1 billion along with Jason Momoa, but I mean, he put the story together, the scripts, the drawings, the trench, those scenes. He put a little bit of horror in there because that's his background. He made that movie the success that it was. And then you're going to tell that man, oh yeah, we're going to force you to keep her in the sequel because, you know, contracts and believe all women.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy, don't know if you're aware of this, but your boy Gary down here in the corner, he's a musician also, and he does have a YouTube channel, so be sure and check him out.
Oh yeah, Jeremy, come check me out, man. Let's
yes.
exchange ideas.
Yes.
Hit me up on Twitter too. It's actually Music Maker 77 at Music Maker, spelled MUZIK Maker. At yeah,
Yes.
on the tweets, on the twits.
On the Twitter.
And Sarah Cat said, not to mention, Ryan said James Wan confirmed she was gone. So, and
I mean,
y'all drop.
I don't know. See, that statement, I'm not 100% sure on. I'm going not by the trades, but the fact that I've heard from various people
She's gone.
within. Yeah, I've heard from various people that do touring circuits and stuff like that it's not looking very good, and that the studio is keeping it under wraps and not very well, apparently.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this last week. I don't remember if it was on the stream or where we talked about this on somebody else's stream. I don't really even remember at this point anymore. But I gotta believe that Warner Brothers knows this is a nightmare. They've sunk way too much money into this, and she's going to cost what more than likely would be a successful movie. Whether it'll be as big as the first one or not, I don't know. But they gotta know. I just feel like they're putting all this out here, that they're getting all this out here, seeing what the reaction's going to be, because for some reason they don't want to believe the 1.8 million signatures that once are gone from stuff or from the movie. So I mean, so I don't understand why they feel like they got to do this. Maybe they're just kind of thick. I mean, to be as in debt as they are, I guess they are kind of thick. But I think they're behind all this, and I think she's either they're going to find an excuse to get rid of her, or she is gone. Like what you had told us, Zod, about the guy that does the touring and her not being on it. That to me screams that she's not in it, because I got to looking the other day when I was doing another article, and she's in all of those touring pictures, every one of them. She's standing there with Jason Momoa or with different people from the movies. It looks like she was at every stop along the way, and so I don't know. I just Lord, I just hope that she's not in it. Y'all, I'm sorry if I'm not all with it tonight. Having a little bit of trouble.
Oh,
How you feeling? You all right?
Yeah, I'm hurting, but I'm all right. But I make it.
Okay.
Don't make me tell you a dad joke. Get you all.
Oh God.
Oh, there she goes. I didn't even say anything.
No.
Oh, you don't have to pretend that.
Oh no, y'all know I get tickled. Yeah, I know I get tickled, and Gary, you ain't right, so that doesn't help things.
I ain't laughing either.
Hen, I'm embarrassed to say it, but my chair turned over with me the other morning, and I fell into this concrete floor.
Oh,
Thankfully, I didn't pull a Zod, and I wasn't live on air. But
yeah,
that's forever on my first line.
Thanks everybody putting up everybody's links and stuff like that. That's all.
Yes, I do appreciate everybody doing that. But and I think I might have cracked a rib. So I'm hurting pretty bad.
Oh,
but
healing
I'll
powers.
make it.
Healing powers. Coming to you.
Oh, there we
Thank
go.
you.
Just cut right in front of me. You fucking bitch.
Again?
Young people.
Did you just get cut off by a lady in a wheelchair?
No.
I just got cut off by a lady in a wheelchair.
At first,
Yeah, screw you.
I mean, at first I wasn't sure who it was, but then it was this young girl on her cell phone, and I can say that because I'm hands-free, and she's just sitting there texting while she's cutting across my lane. Way to go. Awesome job.
It'd been funnier if it was a lady in a wheelchair texting, like, screw you.
He is in Liverpool.
No, he's in Liverpool. Oh yeah, they're all crazy sods in Liverpool.
Oh
He
God.
is in Liverpool. Sounds like anywhere across the states these days too, man.
Oh, when you're in Liverpool, though, but yeah.
Oh, thank you for everybody. Yeah, Mandy. That's how I am driving. That's why you'll never catch me doing anything live while I'm driving because I'll get everybody thrown completely off of YouTube with a string of cuss words. In fact, I think my daughter's first cuss words that she repeated as a baby came while we were driving, and she repeated them after me. So, thank you to everybody who's sending me good wishes and stuff. Because I need them right now. I am hurting tonight, but
Yeah,
we'll
we
need
all
it.
want you to get
I am
better.
Healing
tough.
powers and these.
Ooh.
Wasabi and soy sauce.
Blue diamond
Almond.
go. Oh,
Got a little
nummy.
to enough.
Nummy.
That'll make you feel better.
The road rage is nothing compared to what I hear. Yeah.
Man, you should hear me
Well,
on the road.
I'm trying to really
You're the
edit
most-
myself.
Crazy.
You've got the most mellow road rage
No.
coming, Gary.
I know. I'm like, well, would you look at this?
Yeah, I'm kind of like Zod in it. I kind of say a long string of words that probably shouldn't be repeated here and call people everything but a child of God. So, and I do want to catch this. TJ says the petition to get off of the L'Oreal is only at 15,000. Please sign. Yes, everybody, please sign all of these.
Yeah.
Not only she doesn't need to be representing women in any way. What she did was cold, calculated, and low down. And as I called her in the video, if you haven't seen it, go watch my video I did earlier when Muskie met Turdy.
Yeah, go and check it out.
I did call her. I did say that she is good. Oh, we lost Sod. She is good at being a gold digging whore. So,
Yeah.
Well,
I think she's good at.
Gary. Linda said, "Your boy Gary, I can tell you a person in a wheelchair texting won't be a problem since they'd only go in circles. We need both hands to go forward." Speaking from experience.
Oh man. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't offend anybody saying that joke. But Linda, you have a great sense of humor. Bless you. Thank you.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yes. And now, Alan, you make a good point too. Are movie executives really prepared to take the risk of hiring in a superhero role model capacity, knowing that everything will eventually come out in the VA trial? And that's the thing that gets me is this is a superhero movie at the end of the day, and she is playing a superhero. And from what I understand about these movies, they kind of market this to kids. And there's Zod back. So but yeah, that it seems like that they would want to be getting rid of her because this can't look good. Hi Zod, welcome back.
Hey.
Yeah. Terrible signal. Oh my God, this is
back from the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, I had to readjust some crystals.
Oh, but now Elizabeth May says their sales are down. They're cutting back what's on the shelves. My nail polish is gone. So that's good. I take it we're talking about L'Oreal products, which, you'd think these companies, these movie studios and all would start figuring out, okay, what's our problem here? Why are we losing money? What do we have in common? Oh, yeah, this line gold digging whore is a representative or in our movie or whatever. Maybe if we remove her, it might get better.
Yeah.
You think?
Well, she's a United Nations representative as well, isn't she?
Yes, that.
That's nuts.
God, I know, but you know who she got that through. You know where that came from. That Gusta Musk blew through there and said, "Ooh, look at this girl I got for y'all. She's going to be great." And they're all, a bunch of old men probably run that place that ain't seen a movie since they were black and white. And they're like, "Oh, look, it's a young blonde. Yeah, she can speak for us." And that's how she got it.
Monkey. Tell you what, man.
Yeah, they needing some dingle dabs bad, and the only monkeys they saw have been musky for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, she can come across professional sounding and kind of smart, but
Yeah.
other times she's just kind of out of it. There was a video that you remember I think Rob's live stream, was it yesterday? I think it was, with Colonel
Yes.
Yeah.
Kurtz.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did
Yeah.
an amazing video on this article that she read, and it was
It's
really it was really good because it
Mhm.
sounded like that she was trying to do like a puff piece, but then she slipped in these little things about Amber and the way she was.
yes.
And like, I can't really, I mean, she's actually, she's not really there. I don't really believe her when she does this and that. I can't remember all the details though. But if y'all can go to Colonel Kurtz's channel and watch that, it's really good. She
Yeah.
does, she explains it to a T. I'm so horrible
Yeah.
with details, man.
Oh,
Ever
I
since
am
Alma
too.
called me out on being so good with details, then they all just fly out the window. Thanks, Alma.
well, well, you know, and she's right, and like you were talking about, she does a lot of these videos where she goes through some of the articles and interviews that she's done, and that's one of the things I've noticed is that she wants to show off this very big vocabulary, but so many times she uses the word wrong, either in like the wrong tense or totally wrong meaning, whatever. She just tends to, she makes herself look even more dumb. You know, I mean, it's kind of like, wow, yeah, that's not what that word means. And, but nobody ever calls her on it. And I guess, you know, I guess there's, you know, they don't want to be like, bitch, are you that dumb? You know, when they're trying to do an interview with her or something. And Alma said, "You boy, Gary, I've called you out for more than that."
Yeah, you have. You have, Bo Stephens. It's all good, man. I got you.
Exactly. She does not know what the word victim means.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, but Zard, are you still there? Did we lose you again?
That.
Well,
I
I
am
think we
sorry.
might
I've been
have-
driving for like an hour and a half, and so I figured it was only good manners to mute myself for
Oh.
reasons.
Yeah, after your little cut off a while ago, I guess you might want to mute every once in a while.
Yeah. I was. I just got out of my car, right, and I found out that daughter Zod is coming along great as a little dictator. She likes Shamrock Shakes, so I was like, this is definitely my kid. We're gonna get dad and daughter a Shamrock Shake, and boy, am I regretting that decision. Shouldn't have gone with the large.
That's a good idea, Rob. Yeah, Rob, I think that's a good idea. We do need Alma redacted on a stream one night. We're going to have to put that all together. In
Oh
fact,
God, good luck with that.
there. Yeah.
I'm calling you out,
those
Alma.
fixes-
Yes, my life is only it is by the minute.
Mhm.
Huh, what's today? Okay, yeah, now I can do it. No, I'm just messing with you. We
Yeah.
actually are gonna
She's
it's gonna
free
be a
tonight.
podcast actually tonight.
You want to come on?
Hey, yeah.
You want to come on?
Come
Yeah,
on,
all
girl.
right. Let me
Send us
just
a
be inviting her. Y'all keep up with the chat. Take care of all that. I'll be trying to get her. I'll try to figure out how to do this.
Try to
How do you do it?
yeah, Keeley can do it.
Yes.
Keeley knows how to do it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
send
got
it to. I'll send it her on Twitter now. I'll be back.
Oh, you sending it to her now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then I won't bother with this because I don't know what in the world I'm doing. Yeah. Alma,
Anyone
she's
before?
sending you an invite now.
I got to 1K, and I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yes. Oh, Elsie's yelling Shamrock
I never
Shake
know what I'm
season. Woo.
Oh yeah, let me
Yes.
tell you guys, Shamrock Shakes and me have a long history because apparently my Kryptonian lineage doesn't go well with the shake.
I've sent
So
it.
any of the McDonald's shakes, bad things happen to good people. I'll leave it at that. But it's like I want to drink it, so I drink it anyways. And I know what's going to happen, but I'm going to continue to drink it. And
Yeah.
Bitsy always gets on me. She's like, this happens every time. And I go, but you don't understand.
Yeah.
Zod, I got to read this from Cherry. You know it's going to be good. The word salad is because of the amount of rocket fuel she's been swallowing.
Cherry. Oh,
Cherry, you are the queen.
Gosh, that was an amazing play on words.
Yeah,
yes. And Zod, Nikki Harrison says, tell you a little dab of do you?
Hello, Dad.
Oh, no, the dabs won't help this situation. Very different problem.
Are you lactose intolerant?
Hell no, I'm not. That's the thing. It's only McDonald's shake. I have had tons of shakes from every different place that makes a shake, and only McDonald's shakes mess with me bad. I can't figure it out.
Well, if you do happen to be lactose intolerant, do a gas thing beforehand. What are they called? Beano.
What do you call it, Keeley?
I don't know.
What did you call it?
Oh, and pine anal.
Hashtag
pine anal.
Which, by the way, for all of you people who were asking me where the pine anal shirts were coming from, Father Zod actually made them. So go check out the store. We have a handbag he made. One of those, like, the muscle tees, both guys and girls, and I think a t-shirt, and it has a pineapple, and then it has a butt.
We have a guest. There she is. Everyone, welcome Miss Alma Redacted to the stream. Oh, look how beautiful you look tonight. Wow.
I'm trying to get it live here. Hold on. There we go. Now. Hi. I know. This is impromptu. I actually had a face. I was actually semi-prepared.
Well, you look very pretty. Are you going out tonight or?
I don't do shit. I film my tarot videos, and I was like, I can be Morticia, set the mood. That's as far as I'm
There you go.
He's on the hunt tonight.
You look beautiful.
That reminds me of Bitchy, because when we get ready to do a live like we're doing tonight, right? She come home and everything, and she'll literally go and throw on makeup and stuff, just so you guys know if you're watching our Just Bitching stream. Yeah, she literally it should only take us 5 minutes to start the stream. I swear to God, right before we're about to go on, she's like, I got to do my hair, my makeup, my eyeliner. I'm like, I got to be honest. I don't think anyone's going to look at you and go, oh my goodness, she totally forgot her eyeliner. I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Doesn't take that long.
You're not going to notice.
People
What was that, Keeley?
Yeah,
you're not going to notice.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, well, I put that up at the same time. Welcome to my world. I don't do shit either. And Zod, just so you know, the reason I get up at 1 is just so I can actually be ready to film a video before 5:30, because my granddaughter gets up then, and the rest of my day is so wild. I never know for sure if I'm going to get to, and it takes me that long just to look as rough as I usually look in mine. So, so it's a woman thing.
And we're not going to pretend like this was fast. Nothing about this was quick. And I was like, I have to be seen. I even told Gary that. I was like, I don't care if I go to a gas station. This is going to get looked at. And then this just happened.
Yes. And Zod, Issa would like to know, where is your L'Oreal at?
Oh, shit. I don't purchase L'Oreal. I don't support the beast.
I feel like I need some makeup too.
Yeah, but yeah, it was funny. Actually, that brings me to a funny story. So the little dictator thought that Father Zod would be the perfect model for a new nail polish. So painted my nails. So I'm so glad I didn't go live.
because she had painted rainbows and unicorns. She's
Oh,
good
you got
artist.
shows now.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
demand it, or we'll just tell
I see
everybody in your
that.
chat anyway.
Yeah.
Rainbows and
Hell
unicorns.
no! I learned about what nail polish was from the first time that she did them, and or nail polish remover, and I was like, "Nah, I went through this once because the first time this happened to me, she was younger. She was supposed to grab her kids' stuff because they have like the washable stuff, I guess, and she grabbed grandma's stuff, which was not washable, and I had to literally leave for work in 10 minutes." And I go into work, and I've got different painted colored nails in a factory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine how they were like, people were whistling at me, and you know what? I was just like, I do look damn good. Thank you. These nails are spectacular. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes. And they are spectacular. Oh, it's a different movie.
You've got shows now.
Yeah, you gotta start.
I'll switch the camera on, but right now I'm going to mute myself because I just I'm at the liquor store for the stream.
Lord.
So I'm just I don't want everyone to hear the alcohol. But if you've been on my channel, you know what I'm getting. But anyways, yeah. So
Bud Light,
I'm gonna
baby.
get myself real quick.
Bottle of rum.
Oh, Issa.
Do it in honor.
Sparkles in my eyes. That's called red bloodshot.
I'll
Tiredness.
send you just a second. Hey, Keeley, will you send
Sparkling red.
Sandy invite too?
Yeah.
But Alma, it's so great. I've never had you here.
I know. I spent all day yesterday and today catching up on all my Tammy and all my Keeley videos. So y'all had like all these comments from me, like 5 back to back. I'm like, I'm just going through them.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go,
Oh,
girl.
well, you know, when I
Stories.
dropped, when I dropped that history video yesterday, you
That
were
was awesome.
in my thoughts.
Aw.
Yeah, you know, it was about the phallus on the stone. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It was.
That was a funny video.
Just be gone.
I was looking for it though.
And Tiffany too. I don't know how many we can do, but shoot Tiffany one too. But yeah, talk to us, Alma. You're new here. Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to be a little bit more ignorant about the Amber stuff, except for when y'all read articles for me. So I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. The most things that I usually get interested in with all this drama is more the narcissistic angle, you know, like the behavioral stuff, because that's my training. So I get like really interested to talk about that a little bit more so than, you know, who's doing what when they're doing it. I'm more interested in that.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, when I started doing the videos on the narcissistic behavior and started looking into it, I was just like, wow, this is and you know, the thing is that I don't think I realized I knew so many people that have these same tendencies, and that you know, I know that it's a very common thing, but I don't think it until I started doing that, I don't think it dawned on me how many people I really know that have that kind of mentality and act that way. And it's very interesting. And now I think pretty much everybody in this chat will know what you do, but you want to tell them right quick to just kind of refresh everybody?
Like in the real world, I do behavioral health stuff. So I work at literally 4 inpatient psychiatric hospitals. That's by day, but by night, fly by night, lady of the night. Yeah, I do tarot cards and stuff. I got my cards right here. I got all my I got it all right here, and a huge box of chocolates I was eating before y'all let me come on. I was like, oh shit, let me scoot that out of the way. And I'll quit cussing too. I'll try to quit cussing. I'm also a big fan of the cursey words.
Oh, let's see. We got somebody backstage. Oh, we got a Tiffany. To stream. Okay.
I'm your
Hello, Tiffany. Yay. All right. But Tiffany, have you met Alma? Alma, Tiffany, Alma.
On Twitter, at least.
Oh.
Well, that was fucking depressing.
How are you gonna say that as soon as Tiffany comes on, man?
Oh,
And he's
I'm
crying.
sorry. That was really
Tiffany's
poorly
here.
timed.
Oh, well, that was
Tiffany, I
fucking
can't wait to see you on my 1K. God, I'm a jerk. How do you even deal with me, girlfriend? No. What was depressing was I get in there, and they are out of Jack Daniels.
No.
No,
But I
that ain't a
heard
real liquor
everybody.
store.
I know. I have to question the validity of this now. Corner market. Sad times. But I heard everybody kind of shout about maybe doing some rum, so I went back to good old Captain Morgan, and I got a big thing of that. So we're gonna do it Pirates of the Caribbean style tonight.
Oh my God. I could just see you pretending to be a pirate drunk. Bitch is gonna whoop your ass tonight.
Oh yeah. My girl said if you throw up, I am not going to help you to the bathroom. I'm going to put you outside, like in the Flintstones. She's going to put me outside, and I'm going to close the door.
We have someone else here. Gosh, I didn't know we could get this many people on. Did she come on?
Uh-oh.
Sandy?
Uh-oh.
Sunday? Oh, okay. It's saying that I've got the limit right now. Sandy, just hold on there. We'll get something worked out here.
Y'all
I'll
can
get to
drop
you
me
as soon
if
as
you
I can.
want.
You can stay.
Hell no,
you can
Elvira.
stay.
No,
Yeah.
I can jump on out because I'm probably should sleep before I go on my 8-hour escapades.
Yeah, you might need to get a little beauty sleep there, Zod. You've got a lot to do tonight, and we are going to be there giving you hell. So go right ahead.
Oh my God! Like I got the max limit. I got 10, and I put together a group. Literally, there'll be 10 people beginning, but then I heard Echo Base Network is stopping by. A couple of other channels I know are gonna pop in, and so I was like, oh God, I'm gonna have to rotate. I got so many people that I want to invite on, and Gary, I'm probably gonna send you a link.
For sure, man.
Rob, but I'm gonna have to rotate through the day, but it's okay because I'm gonna be going past 8 hours, so I'll get everyone eventually.
And Hen was asking about Rob had about 100 on the other week. I think after you've done so many streams, you can have more on. I think when you're first starting out and say I've only done about 4, it kind of limits you. Yeah, so that's why there's just that. Zod and beauty in the same sentence does not work.
You can pay for more, but you'd have to pay.
Yeah, you can pay for more. Yeah. So, that's why we're limited. I'm cheap. But yeah, everybody, just in case there's anybody that's here that wasn't here in the beginning, Zod will be going on live at about 1 a.m. and be doing a drunken stream with all of his originals and celebrating his 1,000 subs. So if you can, make it over there and give that boy a shout out tonight and give him hell.
Yeah.
I got the leather coat on. I mean, I'm really going for this one. No, it's gonna be great.
Matching
and
Alma,
actually,
man.
Looking awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
they
you.
do look cute side by side.
What's that movie?
But join me also at 10 because the return of Bitchy. We're already going to be drinking starting that stream, and we're going to talk about Tom and Jerry and how it literally in the first 5 minutes we knew we were in for a complete shit show. It was terrible. It was mind-numbingly bad. I was 45 minutes into this thing, and I'm like, Jesus, we're 56 more minutes. A kid's cartoon should not take this long. Jesus Christ. It's painful.
So you're going to be dressed like a badass and talking about Tom and Jerry.
Hey, old school Tom and Jerry was badass, like the old school cartoons. And I loved them. But this movie was just atrocious.
You're not dressed like you're about to watch Tom and Jerry. It's like you're about to watch Van Helsing or something.
No, I already finished Van Helsing.
Oh Lord.
This is my I'm free from my security uniform, so I can wear whatever I want. So I got ripped jeans on, black leather jacket, black shirt, and my cowboy hat.
Love it.
So yeah, join us at 10 o'clock. We're gonna start from 10, and then Bitchy's gonna be drinking from then, and it doesn't take long for her. So she's gonna be all in the background, probably already buzzed. I'm drinking Captain Morgan, so I don't know. I haven't drank it in a while. I'm probably going to be a little whatever, and then the party kicks off. So literally doing 2 back-to-back streams.
Well, we will definitely be there and give you hell. And Cherry said you're going to be in wearing assless chaps. So
Yeah, I'll come and check. I'll come and check
You
in,
never know. You never know. Like the first stream I ever did drunk, everyone said striptease. I took my shirt off. That was when only 10 people were watching. So who knows? I mean, I did a Magic Mike moment. I broke a board over my head. Just crazy shit has happened on my parties. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. If I didn't go to bed early, I wouldn't make it past 11 or either. So I know what you mean. But Tiffany, you haven't spoke. Speak to us, girl. Speak, Tiffany.
Talk.
Talk, Tiffany. I'm putting you on the spot.
Well, you're muted. You're muted, Tiffany.
Yeah.
I was about to start barking. Speak.
Wow, we're going for the dog references.
That's for me. Sorry.
Yeah, that was her. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Him. Something like that. I don't know shit.
Backwards.
Well, I mean, of course, I've been kind of busy. I did my visits for Disability Day of Mourning, which that was really depressing and really dark to have to read through all of those names, over 100.
Wow.
And everything, so I had to lighten the mood, obviously.
Yeah.
So I thought, wouldn't it be funny to go over all these words that these ampersands keep throwing at us incorrectly, like she does, and blame the Princess Bride. So that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Bride.
Oh, yes. Pepe Le Pew.
That'd be funny.
Okay, who's jamming?
It's
Sounds like
Zod, mute
Zod,
yourself,
yeah.
for God's sakes.
Kneel before Zod. Kneel before Zod. Oh, sorry, guys.
That was questionable dancing because from a small webcam, it didn't look that right. But okay,
I'm trying, Sandy.
Hey, what's up here?
Guys, they're saying Pepe Le Pew is being canceled, and so is Speedy Gonzalez. I've seen it online. What do you all think about that?
It makes no damn sense at all.
Hey,
man.
Right.
Hey, Zod, do you care, since you're muted, to back out and let Sandy on? I feel bad that she's still backstage and I haven't been able to put her on yet.
Oh no, I'm glad to go. I'm going to get a nap while I still can. Thank you for having me on.
I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. But yeah,
and it's finally good to kind of meet you face to face. I would love to have you on my channel if you had a free opportunity. Maybe you, me, Gary, and can do something, because I'm very fascinated by the tarot card thing you do.
Oh, thank you.
I think
Just don't tell me my future. I don't want to know.
If you say no, then it'll be a no. Otherwise, I'm going to be slinging out some messages, and we're going to get real dirty real fast.
Yeah. You know, I like to keep my Kryptonian future ambiguous. So, but yeah, I would definitely like to have you guys on sometime and doing that, because I think a lot of people would like to to see what you do. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
But guys, come on over at 10 o'clock. Check out me and Bitchy, bitch about Tom and Jerry. And then, immediately afterwards, because I'm trying to kill myself, there's going to be a 1K party. So
I'll catch that in the
I'm already
morning.
going to be. So everybody, yes, and I'm going to be rotating guests out. So who knows? Maybe even people who are on this panel right now will be getting links because I'm going to be going for a very long time. So
may I suggest coffee, possibly espresso?
Yeah. At least have one person sober on your stream so they can keep things going.
Well, because I think Justin might be sober. I know Cyber will be, but me and PB are going to be drinking. I'm pretty sure Mad Squirrel's not going to be drinking, but pretty much everyone knows not to drink when I do because someone's going to have to take control. PB will probably just wind up running the stream by the end of the night. So, but thank you very much. Thank you for having me on. This was a great chat. I always like hanging with you guys on Sunday. Alma, it was a pleasure of meeting you. Gary, don't be a stranger. Me, you, and Rob got to do something when our work schedules aren't crazy.
Absolutely, man. Just hit me up anytime.
And you're all breathtaking. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye, Zod.
Bye.
That beautiful face.
And y'all, while I'm trying to get while I'm trying to get Sandy in here, I'm curious about what everybody thinks about the Pepe Le Pew thing. I mean, I love Pepe Le Pew. All right, Sandy, here we come. Now we can add you to the stream.
Oh, I'm about to go in about Pepe Le Pew because, as a matter of fact, I was on I had went out. Hey, everybody! I had went out, and on my way on the bus, I was watching a video. One of the YouTube vloggers called his name is the Pascal Show. So he was talking about it. He's like, "Wait a minute, what the?" Because I'm like, Pepe Le Pew. I grew up with Tom and Jerry, Pepe Le Pew, Speedy Gonzalez, the Road Runner. I'm like, if you're gonna start canceling culture like that, then you need to go after The Simpsons, Family Guy, SpongeBob SquarePants, all these cartoons that are out now. And TV shows, cancel all of them because you pretty much, today's society is too extremely sensitive to plus my last damn nerve. Oh, I gotta be politically correct. I'm sorry. No, I don't. I hate being politically correct. A friend of mine, I had a conversation. She was like, would you go back in the Navy? I'm like, with today's society, no. Because first and foremost, you're too sensitive. Because he's assaulting. I'm like, it's a cartoon. When I was growing up at that time, because I'm 46, I'll be 47 come this July. I'm not thinking about him trying to forcefully kiss a cat he mistaken for a skunk. Because let's be clear, Pepe Le Pew is a cartoon about a skunk. He falls in love with a black cat who happens to, for some reason, ended up having a white stripe go down her back all the way from her head to her tail to where she looks like a skunk, but she's a cat. He's trying, his love, affection. I wasn't thinking about, he's, you're too damn sensitive.
Thing is, this is made for children. And guess what? When you are a kid, especially little girls, little boys, when, say, the first few boys come around and maybe want to try to hold your hand or try to give you that kiss, you just kind of like, ooh, I don't know about all that.
I got the cuties. I don't want the cuties. Yeah. That's what we did.
Yeah. And
come on now.
It's a cartoon. Grow up, grow a pair. Quit acting like a bunch of little sensitive babies. It's just ridiculous.
We all on this panel probably, who is the lovely lady? Here?
Alma.
Hi,
Alma, that's Sandy.
Alma, if you don't mind, how old are you?
Me? Almost 34.
Okay, so you fall into that generation that grew up on Pepe Le Pew. Now you trying to cancel a cartoon that's been out since what, the 50s, 60s? Really?
Yeah, probably earlier than that.
I'm sorry, you're more
40s,
concerned about
Yeah.
Here's my thing. You're more concerned about cartoons and books that's been out since the 40s and 50s, but you're not concerned about the content that The Simpsons put out. You're not concerned about the contents that Family Guy has put out. You're not concerned about the contents that, for God's sakes, I'm still trying to figure out how are they saying the cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants was for kids? Really? Is this what we're doing? I'm going to need y'all to miss me with the bullshit. Excuse me, the sailor's coming out of me. I'm going to need you to miss me with that. I'm like, seriously?
They made a big deal about Porky Pig not having pants on either at one point.
Good God.
Oh, but you're not bitching about Donald Duck Donald Duck not having pants. Hell, Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny and them, they're naked.
Here's a might be a shock to a lot of folks, but they're animals. I don't know what animals wear clothes where y'all at, but they don't wear them out here in Alabama. Just so you know, we might put a sweater on our dog, but not I don't see no ducks down at the pond wearing pants. Just so you know.
If you try hard enough, you can find fault in anything, and you can twist and spin anything to be inappropriate, or you can create an adult narrative that perverts anything. I mean, so like when we fall into these like extremities, like you're being zealotous, you're falling into these polar extremes. All of that's just toxic as hell, because it's like real humans can't bubble wrap themselves or sanitize themselves into something that's just like stripped down version of humanity. That's just robots. I don't want to be a robot,
Exactly.
Like, I think it's smart to be more aware of like what your language is or what your messaging is. Like, sure, be aware so that maybe you can always improve yourself. But when you get to the point where you're starting to tell other people what words they're allowed to say and what words are no words and all this stuff, it's like you can't police speech. You can't police stuff as far as you're doing it.
To counter on that, the only thing I kind of would disagree on that, on the words to say, because there are certain words that my community, I don't even like to say it. I even correct my friends when they say the N-word. I'm like, no. And I don't even, one of my friends, she's white. She's like, I don't understand, because she went through a neighborhood and they ended up calling her cracker. I'm like, okay, you got to understand the meaning behind that word. I don't even call my friends crackers, because there's actually a specific reason for that word cracker. If you ever, and during the slave days, if you ever heard someone crack a whip, even at the circus, you hear that sound. That's the crack. That's what they meant by cracker, the cracking sound of the whip. Same way with the word redneck. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys don't have a TikTok account, I suggest you get a TikTok account, because
that's strange, because I thought cracker came about because of all the white crackheads it came about. I thought that was so that's where I learned it came from, is that they started the folks started calling them crackers, and I don't blame them. I want to be called a cracker.
Yeah, the actual meaning of cracker comes from the cracking of the whip. You learn.
That makes sense.
I'm like, TikTok started with. It was actually supposed to be started for kids, but the grown folks done took it over to the point where it's not just fun dancing and making funny videos. It's also educational, because I didn't know the true meaning of redneck, which we all know what it means in the South, but it's not
I'm a redneck.
The actual meaning of redneck comes from, it's a historical moment, but it's not because it was turned and used to be a derogatory term. I'm like, okay. Then when I found out the true meaning, I'm like, the hell? I'm like, there's so much things, like Rob's rule says, educate yourself. Because if you don't educate yourself, things.
That's me, baby girl.
That's Gary that says that.
Okay.
Well, he says it. Hey, we all share it, man.
I
don't.
say it, but educate yourself, because if you don't, you're going to, a lot of the things you're going to misinterpret. There's a lot of things that's misinterpreted. Like when I found out that they were the Dr. Seuss estate company was pulling 6 books. I'm like, when I read them as a kid, I wasn't thinking about race. So if a child reading a book isn't thinking about color or race, that it might have been offensive, why are you going to put it into that child's head now?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then you need to cancel Huckleberry Finn.
There's a lot of snowflakes now, isn't there?
A lot of books
that
we had to read. Sorry, Sarah.
No, it's not my thing. I said it a while back on one of my first videos I ever did, trying to talk to Amber Heard followers, just telling them to educate themselves. And
you mean the Knob Schlabber followers?
Yeah, the Knob Schlabber followers.
Chat followers.
I didn't coin the phrase. It's just that's common English right there, man.
Yeah, that's common sense. Educate yourself, because there's a lot of things I learned about the Wiccan religion, about the pagan and the Norse. Like a lot of this, you'd be surprised what you can learn on TikTok. I'm like, wait, I didn't do that. And then after you watch it, you like,
that's Keeley's thing.
You go, you go Google.
I'll try to look at it this way. Everybody is, or every day is a chance to learn something new. So, that's yeah.
In regards to all of this, they keep going back, and it's like they're trying to not just cancel characters that they don't like, but it's like they're trying to cancel history, period. I mean, Looney Tunes have been around since the 40s, the 50s. And guess what? Cultural references were not the same. The way people viewed things were not the same. And is it a good idea to be erasing that from children, or should they be able to see it so that they don't repeat it?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I've always been told, is that if you forget your past, if you forget your history, then you're doomed to repeat it. And that's the thing, is that it just seems like our society is trying to erase everything that ever happened that might hurt somebody's feelings or might offend someone. And the thing is it's just going to, we're humans. Things are going to happen. And we can either try to pretend it never happened and watch it happen again, because that's what will happen. Or we can look at what's happened in the past and say, you know what, I don't want to make that mistake again. I don't want to be that person. But if we keep saying, oh, well, this might hurt somebody's feelings, they might get offended.
Everyone's going to get offended over something.
I am 51 years old. Do you know how many times I've been offended in my life? And look at me. I'm still here. It didn't kill me. It didn't break my little heart. I'm still a grown damn woman, and I can get on with my life, and that's what everybody needs to do.
And it actually is an attack on resiliency itself, because if people aren't learning how to be in a world that has that kind of stuff, you're so used to being bubble wrapped. Now you have college students that get an F for the first time and go jump off a bridge, and it's like, because that was the first time they've ever even had to deal with failure, or have to deal with criticism, or have to deal with anything that's difficult. Some people live kind of in a sheltered life, and it's not doing anybody any favors. But to get back to Sandy's point, where we were where she said she had to disagree with me for a quick second about like language and policing and stuff like that. I think we're actually saying the same thing, because I do believe that there are words and things that do not need to be used, that should not be used. They should not be. But I think that there's a difference between becoming educated and aware enough to know that you yourself are making the conscious choice of not using that, versus trying to make like laws or the police type stuff where it's like that, that kind of a thing where you're doing something where you're saying like you legally can't say something or you legally can't do something because there's kind of a slippery slope with that, then like you can take that and it can be corrupted pretty quickly. So it's like I fall in kind of that middle place where it's like you should know better so you do better, but we don't need everybody being puppeteer pulling the strings all the time and coming down our throat because I'm not. I'm
like, okay.
No, you're right.
Because when I saw that video, they want to cancel Pepe Le Pew. I'm like, seriously? I wasn't even thinking about, he's promoting meaning no means. I'm like, let that, as the Pascal show said, as he Pascal said on his show, he said, if that's the case, don't cancel him, revamp him to where he changed his ways and realized, okay, reason why I didn't get the girl because I was being forceful. So if I backed off and courted her accordingly, and then make him realize you were not chasing a female skunk, you were chasing a cat with a black stripe, with a white stripe down her.
Well, that was the whole point to begin with. That's why they showed in the beginning that it was actually a cat. He was just mistaken. Come off. I mean, it's comedy. Okay, it's a cartoon.
I was thinking about
so seriously, people.
Exactly.
I mean, if that's the case, you want to take it a step further. What about French people? Won't they be felt discriminated against? Oh, you're canceling Pepe Le Pew because he's French. That's right. That's how we do.
Gary, you have an absolute point because if you notice when Pepe Le Pew came out, you didn't hear France. So, they're making a mockery of we're offending us. They're they're mocking our accents, our countries. Hell, I love a French accent. I'm like, I love any kind of accent. I'm like, my ex-husband was Asian. He was Filipino, and I loved my mother-in-law's accent.
What? I'm Filipino. What?
I think this right here is the perfect point. It's crazy that we are in 2021 and we are talking about cartoon cancel. How ridiculous is that? I mean, that's perfect. Mwah, it's a perfect.
Exactly, because I'm like I said earlier, if you're going to start talking about canceling cartoons, then you need to cancel all these cartoons that are up and running now because they have, like The Simpsons and all of them, they have much worse material than Pepe Le Pew chasing after a cat. Yeah. Trying to kiss her, and she's like, back up. No, I'm not a skunk. You're mistaking me. Wrong breed, bro. Wrong species. Because that's how I saw I was like, he was so much in love with this cat so he didn't realize you're chasing a cat. You're wrong species. Yeah. You're not even chasing another skunk. And as Rob said over here, Elmer Fudd canceled his gun. And Yosemite Sam. If you're going to start canceling cartoons like that, then start canceling the one like The Simpsons and all these. Because if you're going to start canceling cartoons, Speedy Gonzales, because one of the characters, her name is Mamie Goodshoes, changed the name, Mama Goodshoes. So I'm not offended with that. Yeah. I'm not even offended with Mamie because that was back in the day. Like, I'm still trying to get over the fact that they freaking changed Aunt Jemima pancake mix because if you go on YouTube and watch the actual video of the woman behind the Aunt Jemima franchise, she wasn't really offended about that. As a matter of fact, she was proud of it. And so they started changing, and then they started switching to another woman. But the original Aunt Jemima really wasn't offended about it.
Yeah.
She wasn't offended about it whatsoever. I'm like, okay, y'all.
There's a lot going on at the minute, don't there?
It's like so many people, today's society is so sensitive. I'm like, I need you to get off your freaking feelings
Yeah.
and grow a pair.
Yeah.
The cancelling
Yeah, and-
Eminem as well. I was telling Sammy and Gary before, over Love the Way You Lie. Love the Way You Lie.
Yeah.
There's like one word in it that they're cancelling Eminem for. Like, it's become a big, massive thing on TikTok. And it's just literally a lyric, and literally, and like Sammy was saying, Eminem has literally pissed everybody off his whole career. He's always come out with this controversial stuff. Nobody's cared. Yeah. And nobody's tried to cancel him before, but now it's going around TikTok and it's like becoming a proper thing. They're trying to cancel him over a lyric he did like how many years ago? Was it nearly 10 years ago? I can't remember when he brought that song out. It was a while ago though, wasn't it?
Okay. Sarah is saying that, I'm sorry to bring it back to this, but I just, I didn't know if everybody was aware of it because I wasn't. Because I just honestly, I can't pay attention to all this nonsense. The thing is, shit happens. Get over it. But anyway, Sarah Cat said that the reason they're trying to cancel Pepe is because the cat didn't have a voice to tell him to say no. Here's the problem with that. Cats don't have voices. They don't talk. It's a cartoon. Get over this nonsense. It's nonsense. It is a damn cartoon. Oh, sorry, not at you, Sarah. That was not at you. Thank you for telling me. But I mean,
I like it when Tammy goes mama on us.
Well, it's just stupid. Think about how stupid that comment really was. I'm sitting here saying, get over it. It's a cat. A cat doesn't talk. And if y'all have ever seen cats have sex, honey, they don't have voices then either because they can't say no and they get to going. So I'm sorry that everybody is so upset that that cat, who is a cartoon and is not real, cannot say no, but grow a fucking pair of balls and grow up.
Go ahead, her neck is red.
I mean, it's just so
flustered.
it's so frustrating at how ridiculous this is. And like Nikki's saying right here, who are you to make the choices for me whether I want to watch Pepe Le Pew or not? I'm an adult. If I want to watch Pepe Le Pew, if I want to watch Pepe Le Sweet Smell, I don't give a damn. It's my fucking decision. You don't get to decide for me. If you are over 18, guess what? You can decide to turn the damn channel. I know we've got little remotes that does it all anymore, but you can turn it. You don't have to watch it. Yes. But it's not your right to take it away from those of us who might want to watch it.
Yes.
Tammy.
Thank you.
Tammy.
No, that's so true, though.
Your ribs.
Yes.
Careful.
I know. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts really bad right now.
Carefully sweet smell.
Pepe Le Sweet Smell was some gold right there. But that is true because when other people's rights start infringing, that's the whole free will thing. Everybody has free will, and when you turn into the police state where everybody's making rules for everybody else, it's then okay, you're losing choice.
Yes,
and I don't like losing choice. It's like
Exactly. That's the thing. That's what this generation doesn't get is that you have choices. You have, and look, don't get me wrong. There are things that happen to people that are terrible, and there are still terrible people in this world. But guess what? Taking their choice away is not going to stop it either. There's still going to be terrible people. There's still going to be horrible things happen to people. That's this little thing we call life, and you have to live it. And when you're afraid to live it and you let other people make all these choices for you, what kind of life are you actually living? I mean, really, what kind of life are you going to live when somebody is telling you? Just think about, do you want somebody to tell you what you can eat every day? Do you want somebody to tell you what time you have to go to bed? Do you remember being a kid? I mean, I think we're all adults here. Do you remember being a kid? Do you remember when your parents told you everything you had to do and it was for your own good? And yes, a lot of it was for your own good. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I am not 5 years old. I am 51 years old. And I didn't get this far by not being able to make my own damn choices. Exactly. And when you start taking people's choices, you taking stuff that people are not going to sit back and let happen. There are those of us that refuse to allow this to happen. And these little idiots with their little cancel culture stuff are going to keep pushing, and they are going to push the wrong buttons, just like they've gotten me upset tonight. They're going to push a crazier fool than me. And you're going to, that's when it's going to be, this is just pushing. It's pushing. And when people get backed into a corner, that's somewhere you don't want to be when they come out of that corner.
It's like a Trojan horse, the whole Greek thing about the Trojan horse, where it's like it's a gift and they think it's a gift. It looks pretty on the outside, but the inside, it's like soldiers that are infiltrating, and so all of this kind of like PC, like very uber liberalism and stuff like that. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but there's a certain amount of it that's Trojan horse, where it's packaged as like, this will make you safer. This will make the whole world safe. This is good for you. And, so it looks beautiful with a ribbon tied on it. But the implications of it, the long-standing implications of it, they don't seem to be as aware of it, especially like the younger generations don't seem to be aware of the trickle-down effect of that, of like super policing.
Yeah.
Yes, because it is kind of the Trojan horse thing, where, like you're saying, Tammy, where you're taking away people's choice, and so now it comes to a place where you wouldn't be able to necessarily choose what words you say or what behaviors you show in public, and even in China, they've got like the social ranking thing where they can basically say, if you did a good behavior that society approves of, then you get points. And if you do something that society doesn't approve of, you lose points. And if you lose all your points, you're banned from like public transportation and all these other kind of things. It's like, it's kind of like a ranking system. And in a way, it's like, okay, that's great. That's fine. In terms of we're trying to reduce crime. We're trying to make people safe, all this stuff. But when you put people in a bubble, human beings just aren't built to go along with that. And so you think you're making people safer, and what ends up happening is kind of like a rebellious explosion. And then before you realize that you have civil war, and it's just like, and that's kind of like the tension that you feel here. You see like these, it's like a rubber band where the two ends are polarizing, and eventually the rubber band's going to snap. And it's just going to turn and okay, now we got to deal with that.
Yeah. And, I don't know. I'm going to let somebody else speak for a minute. And y'all, I'm sorry for those of you that are seeing me smoke. I normally don't smoke in these streams, just out of trying to be polite to everybody, but I needed a cigarette after that. Yeah.
I'm surprised
Sarah, you didn't do nothing, sweetheart. Sarah, you didn't do nothing. It just infuriates me. I just find this stuff so ridiculous. And like with the Dr. Seuss thing, and then Eminem and all of this, it's like, when are we going to stop? When are we as a people going to stand up and say, you know what? Screw you little titties on Twitter or wherever you are that's saying cancel. Just get back into your mama's basement. And yes, I'm in a basement, but I'm mama here. And keep at your little keyboards. The rest of us going to go on with life. Yeah, that's really where we need to be. Yes, we do.
Here's the thing. What I find interesting, all the things that you mentioned, being told what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, where to live, all of these things are used in regards to people with disabilities all over the world. There's a thing called guardianship, aka conservatorship. A lot of us are only familiar of it because of Britney Spears. A lot of these people that are pushing cancel culture are the same people that are saying free Britney.
Yes.
So they need to think about the fact, if they want her to make her own choices, why are we? Because they're doing the same thing to us that the conservatorship is doing to her, and they don't even realize it.
Exactly.
And I was saying earlier, Tiffany, I didn't know if you heard, but like I work in 4 different inpatient psychiatric hospitals, and I'm actually like the patient's rights advocate. And so you have these people, like half of the patients that are in there are under guardianship papers and can't make decisions, and some of them can, and there's kind of like the stigma about like, who can and who can't and all this stuff. And so like a lot of my full-time job is just going in there and telling people you can't take their right away. Like they can do that. They can say these things. They can do these things. They can make these decisions. And so I get real heated like Tammy on some of those topics.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
In disability rights, I was the autism advocacy specialist and disability specialist for my region of the state for several years. And the stuff that they can get away with and the rights they can take away legally is insane. And what these closet people don't realize is if they're not careful, they're going to start living like people with disabilities under guardianships real soon.
Elsie, I don't know what I've done to offend anybody. I wasn't trying to offend him. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying all this stuff go through here, and I don't know what I've done to offend anybody. Look, I don't know where you're at, what's going on, but, you know, here's the thing. I think all people are equal. I don't give a damn what color your skin is, how tall you are, how short you are, how fat you are, how skinny you are. I don't care. What matters to me is the person. Now, if people would start caring about the person instead of worrying about what color their skin is or whatever, this world would be a better place. But you know what? Stopping people from doing shit, that ain't going to change it. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, there is good and bad in every race and in every whatever sex, whatever you want, country, whatever you want to say, add it in there. But you look for the good, you stay away from the bad, and yeah, you draw people's attention to shit, but you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose what everybody else can do and what they can't do. There are laws, and that makes sense. But to sit here and tell me I can't watch a damn cartoon because somebody doesn't like that a cat didn't have a damn voice, that's just getting to the point of stupid. Yeah, we're talking about that. My daughter said that I hear Eminem got canceled. But what I'm trying to tell you is I am not trying to offend anyone. And if you were offended, I do apologize.
Hold on.
No, I'm not racist. Let me tell you something. The last thing I am is racist. Oh, hell no. I got to go off here a minute. Y'all take it over.
Okay, I'm going to jump in where she left off. First and foremost, Elsie, bless your heart, sweetie. Tammy doesn't have to apologize for a damn thing. Now, the comment you made, so this is just like outrage radio or something where right-wingers get to vent their spleen on the rest of us. I find this offensive. Well, Miss Elsie or Mr., I don't know if you're male or female. I don't care. Bless your heart, you tried it. But if you find this offensive, then you know what you can do. Because that's exactly what everybody, if you find a cartoon offensive, change the channel. For example, like when the song, for another example, when Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion came out with the WAP song, everybody's like, oh my God, that's offensive. They're talking about their bodies. I'm like, but yet you don't jump down to men's throat when they talking about bitches and hoes and degrading women. Yeah. When women take that power and talk about their sexuality, it's offensive. Well, I hate to tell you, let's take it back to 1930s. There's a song called Shave 'Em Dry by a blues artist called Lucille Bogan. Trust and believe. YouTube that song and trust and believe the lyrics to that song. I was clutching my pearls. I'm like, oh shit, and they had a problem with Cardi B WAP. That song, you thought WAP the lyrics to WAP was bad? Listen to the lyrics of that song is like, whoa. They were really talking about it in the 1930s. I mean, she's like, I got nipples on my titties. Like, it goes, everybody got nipples on their titties. You gotta go check out that song because it's called Shave 'Em Dry. The song alone right there, I ought to tell you.
I don't.
So
I quit.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yeah. Look,
why don't we ask the cars?
I mean, you know, I apologize to you for offending you, but for you to call me a racist and then you can't even offer an apology. That's the problem I have with it. See, here's the thing. I'm an adult, and if I did something wrong, then I can apologize. You know, hey, we're adults here. Like one.
As I said
That's all I'm
earlier,
saying.
One, Tammy, you don't have to apologize for shit.
Well,
So
need to take a breath.
if somebody is offended and they don't want to be here, guess what? You ain't got to be in the chat room. You can feel free to leave.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't want to run anybody off. You know, unless you're being mean to others, you call me whatever you want. That's fine. You know, it kind of took me by surprise. Yeah, I've been called a lot worse. I've been called a lot worse.
So many times
and the thing is, at the end of the day, I know for a fact I am not a racist. So, you know. All right.
Well, the thing is, like one thing I do want to say is like everybody obviously has a very unique perspective because we have all kinds of people that are here in the chat and here on the video that everybody's different. Everybody's come with a very different background, a very different set of experiences, demographics, all that kind of thing. So everybody's perspective is very, very important because everybody has a very specific angle of the story to tell. And I wouldn't know the angles that other people would have in their experience. I'm ignorant to those. I only know my own. So I am inherently interested in what everybody has to say because everybody's going to have their own kernel of truth that if we're adding them all together, it's going to create a picture that is the clearest picture available to have everybody participating in it. Unfortunately, a lot of these topics that come up, they are emotionally charged because one person could have been raised in an environment where they got hurt all the time and they needed a bigger person to come in and make rules to keep them safe versus somebody who was raised in an environment where all they ever had were rules and strictness on them that made them feel trapped. And so that made them feel unsafe. So now we have two very different perspectives. To be safe, one person says we need more rules. One person says we need less rules. Nobody's wrong because your experiences themselves, you're coming to these conclusions based off of something that's very valid and very legitimate. They just happen to be very, very different until we get more contextual information together to say, well, what's a third option where you win and I win instead of one of us has to lose? Where's the middle way? And so a lot of what I find to be most helpful is to try and not to make assumptions about people and make assumptions about who they are or their behavior or their thoughts or actions or whatever. And instead of doing that, make it more a discussion of ideas. And yes, dissent is very important. You know, you have to hear where people are diverge and why do they diverge? Because that information is very important in creating like a picture that makes things actually work out better than if we didn't have that information. So I think everybody here has the same goal of just wanting to have their particular puzzle piece heard and put in the puzzle, because you're not going to get the full picture without it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go find the
very
scales.
well said. Thank you.
Got to weigh them scales out and find a balance.
And you ain't got to apologize for nothing, Tammy.
Thank you. Well, I don't want anyone to be offended in this chat. I mean, just as offensive as it was to me for LC to call me racist, I don't want to offend LC. I don't want to offend anybody. I try very hard not to offend people.
Guys.
And
one of my kids just fell out of bed in 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh. But you know, I mean, and I'm fine with opening up and discussing things. But what I have a problem with is when the names start getting called and accusations being made. Discuss all you want. Do not call anyone a name. Yeah. Keep your remarks about other people to yourself. And, you know, that's all I ask. And if that's too much to ask, maybe you're in the wrong place. I don't know. But this is my chat, so I get to make the choices.
No, we can all disagree, but we need to show respect.
We all can we all can disagree to disagree.
That's it. That's it. And I love y'all, everyone. I love you
I'm
all.
sorry, we have a brain fart. We all
I don't
can
agree with
agree
your
to
disagreement.
disagree. Yeah,
I'm not agreeing with my
but the one
disagreement.
thing-
I disagree to disagree.
Yes.
But the one thing we're not going to do is start name calling people's names because we have our own. We all have our own opinion. But if you come out of pocket with me, or like I tell people,
watch out now.
Don't come for me. Don't come for anybody else, anybody I know, because I'm gonna tell you, you will get your feelings hurt, and I would give two shits about your fucking feelings. Because what you're not gonna do is make this woman apologize for something she didn't do. She was voicing her opinion, stating it's a freaking cartoon. Grow some balls.
Yeah.
If you don't like the cartoon, shut it off. If you don't like the music, shut it off. If you don't like the book, don't pick it out the library. Don't buy it. Don't read it. Point blank. Period.
Calm everybody down.
He busted out his guitar.
Calm everybody
yes. Thank you.
Calm down. Calm down. Say that you'll stay a little. Don't say bye-bye tonight.
I need to change the lighting for this.
Said that move, girl.
Go ahead.
Continue, just a little bit of love is worth the moment of your time. Knocking on your door, just a little.
Who's got panties to throw on the stage?
All right, on that note.
Get back to it. I shut
But y'all, I think we are to a point, though, that we probably are at a good place to end now that Gary's calmed everything down and women started throwing their granny panties everywhere. So
I can't help you in that department. Some of us are commandos, so I can't help you on that.
But I'm just gonna go around and let everybody kind of tell what they're doing. And and Michelle, I'll get you a wrench. I'm sorry I didn't have my my extra phone to be able to give people wrenches, but I'll make sure and get you a wrench. There's a couple of people I got to get wrenches after it's over with. So you'll have one for the next stream. But I'm gonna start with Miss Keeley right here beside me. And well, you know what, Elsie? I don't want you to go anywhere. I appreciate your opinion, and you're welcome here anytime. But Keeley, tell us what you got going on.
Well, obviously, I have all random things going on. I've got some more fibromyalgia, chronic pain videos coming, some more history videos coming. I'm going to be hopefully doing an Oracle card live this week, and so trying to get something confirmed, but if not, it'll just be me. I've also got, obviously, more videos coming. Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. And I'm going to be recording some meditations as well, because I haven't done it for a few weeks, so I need to record some more new meditations. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Loads of different things.
All right. And Gary?
I can't with Gina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I can't with Gina. That was hilarious.
What if I don't want to find my way out? Okay, sorry. That's enough. Enough of that. Emma, ain't you glad you came on?
Oh, yeah. I deal with de-escalation on the daily, so I ain't scared of it.
I don't de-escalate well.
Well,
this is the first of this we had, though. So,
you guys know what I got going on, just little things here and there. Tammy, I still got to redo that, the dingle dabs for you, because I don't like the one that I did. But
and we'll have a new commercial when he does.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be good.
Oh, hold on a minute. Wait a minute.
You already know. Keeley already knows. Tammy already knows what we're going to be doing. Hopefully soon. Hopefully you'll be wearing that same Elvira outfit. That would be awesome because it'll be fitting.
Black eyes.
And yeah, that's it for me, man. I just I love to troll everybody's live streams. That's what I do. And if it gets a little heated, I'll sing you a song.
There you go. There you go. Well, Miss Alma, you want to tell us what you got going on?
I live my life by the seat of my pants.
Indeed.
So, so I just kind of, when I get some time, I sit down and I film some tarot stuff, and I take requests for ideas. So by all means, and I think we are going to be doing some ghost story stuff, and perhaps cards around ghost story things, true crime things. That's coming up for me too. But yeah, just playing around.
Well, good. Miss Tiffany, you want to tell us what you got going on?
Well, and right now I'm still kind of working on that word doesn't mean what you think it means sort of series.
Those are fun.
Because I'm just really enjoying the hell out of that, to be honest. It's entertaining because they really don't know what these words mean. So I'm going to probably be continuing to do that. Of course, covering JD versus AH, and probably cover more troll tactics from her stands. I try not to say what I actually think of them. I really do. But sometimes the smartass in me just comes out in my channel. I can't help it. I get it from my mother. I get it honestly. So I'll be covering that, of course. As issues come up in the disability community, I will be covering those as well, like I did with that awful freaking beep machine.
Yeah,
so that's pretty much what I've got going on.
Great. All right. And last but certainly not least, Miss Sandy, tell us what you got going on.
Oh, well, after this, I'm getting ready to make a video of the cancel culture because, yeah, that video kind of about the Pepe Le Pew kind of pissed me off. I'm like, seriously, get it together.
I'm just loving the fan thing, man.
Because I'm looking over in the comments and I'm not feeling it, and I'm not going to say what other stuff was said, but I'm going to keep it there. I'm just going to say this, Elsie, you have a blessed day, sweetie. Because no, that's not what you gonna do. You think it's your opinion to call someone a name? Do you, boo boos? But bless your heart. You have a blessed day. But I'm gonna try to push out some videos this week. I know I've been lagging. It's just that the past few weeks, I hadn't been feeling up to par, and. Alma, I actually do you have an email? Mm-hmm. Is your email on your account?
Yeah, it's in my description box of my YouTube videos.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to hit you up because I'm gonna need a reading. Do you charge for readings?
I do, yeah. But
okay, so I'll hit you up on the email because it's been a while because I need to find. No, because I actually need because I'm into tarot cards like that, and I need to find. Yeah, I need to. Pick a time, and I need to find the. Does anybody know when the next full moon is? Because that's the best time to do it. I know that's the best time.
I got your full moon right here, girl.
Oh my God!
I'm just
all right.
He quit singing over a comment about panties, and then he's gonna pull out the crack of his ass.
They're like, wait a minute.
The next full moon.
Come on, it's a script show.
The next full moon is March 28th.
Okay, I'm gonna email you on that one, my lady, because I need a reading. Because I used to read myself. I just doing that Celtic reading the Celtic cross takes a long time, and sometimes I get too lazy. I might just do it on the. I usually, if I don't want to do my own reading, I'll actually go online to do it because I'm telling you that Celtic cross is what
10 cards.
10 cards, and it goes from past to present. So I'm gonna have to get with you on that one. I'm gonna drop you an email.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna try to push some videos out this week.
All right. Well, y'all, normally, for those of you who are normally here, this is not normally as intense as it got tonight. Normally, these are fun chats, and I am sorry for everyone who was disappointed by that. Normally, we have a really good time here. I think we did have a decent time for most of it, and I am so sorry to everyone for going off. And but I did have a good time, and
we're staying here.
I'm sitting here playing with a plastic sword, so that just shows y'all my frame of mind. But I really do appreciate everybody being here tonight, and I appreciate the chat. Look, those who are working at different things, go for it. Go for it. Just please don't be rude to the people in the chat. If you have an opinion, by all means, give it, but please don't call names. Don't ever be rude to anybody, because I will throw you out. I don't want to, but I'll throw you out when you start calling names. This is my one and only warning to everyone. I don't want names called to anyone. I don't want this to be a place where there is any kind of anger, any of that stuff. This is a place for fun. This is a place where we talk about things. And sometimes, it gets a little sticky, a little hard, but that's no excuse to call names and to be ugly to one another, because I'm all about loving everybody, and I'm about learning about others, and I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to grow, but I'm not willing to accept name calling or any of that stuff. So, just let's try next week not to have any of that. But as always, thank you to all of my guests. Thank you to everyone who made it through. Love to you all, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.